Hello, everybody. I am Dr. T&J Ramsey, the host of the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast, powered by CTR Media Network. And today we are going to have a conversation about three different things and how because I see in business with entrepreneurship, these things are being done, except for the third thing, but it's being done, but not done like it needs to be. So basically, every entrepreneur is three levels that you need to be in order to grow your business, which I don't think many people think about. Number one, everybody knows about networking. Number two, everybody hears about collaborations. I mean, we even got like little abbreviations for collaborations. Let's collab. But very few people get to the last part, which is affiliation. And these terms in business and entrepreneurship is used so interchangeably, but they all mean something different. They are related, but they're like stacking blocks. So this episode where we're going to deep dive and go into it so that you can be better prepared to understand the terminology, because when you understand the language and terminology, and then you will understand how you can execute it better in the way that you want to build, scale, and grow your business. And the truth of the matter is you cannot do it by yourself. The key is to be able to identify as an entrepreneur or business owner who you want to work with, how you want to network, how you want to collab, and who should you affiliate your brand with. So let's talk about it. Networking, collaborations, and affiliation. What it is, what it isn't. Okay, the very first thing that we know as a business owner, entrepreneur, we have to network. Network can be done in different ways. You can do it virtually. You can do it at events, which is one of the main ways that people think about when they think about networking. They want to go to an event, shake a couple hands, hand out a couple business cards, or scan your digital business card, whichever floats your boat. Everybody knows about that. Okay, networking not only in person, but now we are creating these digital spaces. So we're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, all these different social gathering groups. We even on apps where it's designed to bring people together. We join organizations. We join all kind of different things in order to network, to learn more, to rub shoulders with different people that ultimately can help you. And it should always be not only to help you, but also to help the people or organizations that's involved, creating that win-win effect. That is networking. And networking can also be done through books, magazines, interviews, podcast interviews, TV shows, radio appearances, because think about it. Anytime that you're having communication with someone else other than yourself, now you're not supposed to be talking to yourself. Okay, I just had to be silly for a moment. But anytime you're having a conversation with anybody else, that is a prime example of networking, whether you are effective at it or not. And we'll do another podcast episode about how to be an effective networker, but not in this video or episode. The second thing is you go to the networking event and you meet somebody or meet some people and you're like, oh my goodness, we are in line. I like what they do. I want to collab with them. I want to come together on a project or a theme project or something that we can do together. Some people like to collab on something smaller before they start gradually getting into bigger things together. For example, it's the holiday season coming up. So say, for example, you have a product such as jewelry. You're a jewelry consultant or something. And, during the holidays, what do women like? Even men. Jewelry, right? And so then you see another person that may sell beautiful female apparel, shoes, accessories like pocketbooks, purses, hair pieces, makeup, all that, right? So you decide to collab because, hey, you have female jewelry, so they have female apparel, and you can create a whole outfit, and everyone that's involved actually benefits. That is a collaboration that is created with a win-win philosophy, where everybody is bringing something to contribute to add value to that collaboration, but also it's in a change of gain for everyone involved, whether it's monetary, whether it's visibility, whether it's building up your warm market with email lists, whatever the case may be. But it has to be a win-win. I know in the past, for me, I had to learn how to collaborate with people effectively, because many of the times I was left with the short end of the stick, meaning I was bringing a whole lot more to the table, but I didn't understand my worth and value at the time, and they weren't. I looked at them as they were so much higher than me, and in actuality, that was not the case, because had not I had something to bring to the table, they would not have been wanting to collaborate with me, right? And so I would just do everything, go over, above, beyond the moon for these collaborations, because I was grateful and honored that these people wanted to work with me, right? And then it wasn't so fulfilling for me. They got what they needed, they got what they wanted, but then I was left with very little or nothing. And so I do not encourage anyone to ever collaborate with any person or any group or organization if it's not something that is mutually beneficial. And it doesn't always have to be about money. It can be about connections. They're getting you into expanding your network with connections. It can be where they are helping to assist to make your load lighter. They're providing a service. They're providing something for you as an exchange. So maybe something that they charge a fee for, and something that you need, they're changing that to you. You might not be exchanging currency, money, but you're exchanging value, services, products, or whatever like that. So you have to determine how you want to do your collaboration, but never forget that you put yourself in the equation if you're providing services or products or whatever the case may be, making sure that you getting that same type of service, products, or whatever reciprocated to you, because don't get left with the short end of the stick. Then you get feeling disgruntled. And I can't get upset with the people. Now, the old Tina was upset. They used me. But listen, I let them do it. I allowed it. People only can do what you allow them to do. And they only can take you as far as you allow them to take. And so I didn't understand my value. I didn't understand my worth. And I did not have any knowledge. I thought I knew what a collaboration meant and was, but I really didn't until after I had some not ideal situations present itself. And then I realized, okay, this don't work for me. Now that I've been doing it, I know how to successfully collaborate and make it beneficial, not only for the people who I'm helping, but also for myself as well, because I usually will leave myself out. So do not do that. A successful collaboration is something where both parties are equally winning or bringing value or easing the load of something. Okay. Then the next step, see, this is where people usually get very, very comfortable in this collaboration level. They just start collabing and reaching out and seeking to work with all of these different people. And I'm going to warn you, when you are collaborating and people starting to see what you're doing and want to see you, they see what you're doing, they start trying to work with you, you're going to start attracting more and more people. You're going to have to learn to be very subjective on who you work with and who you don't work with. And even if it's someone who you do want to work with, you need to make sure that you don't spread yourself too thin trying to work with everybody at the same time. Just like we have various different quarters for the year, 4 quarters for the year, you need to spread your collaborations out. That's how I do. I spread my collaborations out quarter by quarter based upon the season, what that business or organization is doing, how it line up with the activities of what's going on in the world, such as holidays, such as national days or whatever it is that the world is paying attention to at the time, how does that business or organization fit within that quarter to make it more, from a marketing perspective, more appealing, more successful for both parties involved. All right. And so with that being said, I have found that if I'm personally working on a collaboration with people, not meaning me by myself, not involving my entire team to do it, because I have some collaboration where they want to work with me only, but it is still dealing with my business, but we talking, we communicating. I don't take any more on than maybe about 3 people. My max is 4, but I am comfortable with 3 people because I can delegate, I can help work, and also I can get some help from my team on various different things that I don't want to do, like the administrative stuff of it, right? And so making sure that you don't spread yourself too thin, making sure that it's mutually beneficial, making sure that it makes sense in the quarter, and don't try to do too much, too long, too fast. Okay, sometimes you need to take it slow and steady instead of fast and in a hurry. But a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs get way, 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 way too comfortable in the collaboration phase, right? And you do not think about it, or you may not even have it in your mind to go to the 3rd level. Most business entrepreneurs never go to the 3rd level because they think that collaboration, after you network and you collaborate, that is it. It's not it. It's the last tier, which is the most powerful tier, is affiliation. So what is affiliation? Affiliation is a step up from collaboration. You can collaborate with people and it's all great and good. People see you doing stuff with them, they doing stuff with you. But when you start affiliating your brand with someone, that is almost like a committed relationship that can be compared to marriage. You are in a committed relationship with this particular business or organization where every time they see your business, they see their business and vice versa. So that can be done within like sponsorships. That can be like with grantors and investors who invest in that is not a silent investor, but they out in the public. That's when you have their logos on your stuff. That's when you go into business partnerships, they're more than likely included in some way, shape, or form, or you're mentioning them when you're going to business opportunities, because even if they're not in the room with you when you go places, you're making sure that you insert them in the room because now your brands are affiliated. You see that their mission, their whatever they're doing aligns with what you're doing, and you guys are going in it for the long haul in order to help position and leverage both entities. Okay, yours, theirs, and everything like that. You can even start. This is also the level where you start making a lot of currency. You know, for those of you who've been following me, I prefer saying currency versus money. I could do a video on why I choose to use and say my words a certain way because it matters, the power of your words. That'll be another podcast episode where I go deep into the power of your words and terminology. But anywho, and so I have affiliated myself with different brands, but the thing is, you have to be very selective and careful on who you affiliate your brand with. Because their reputation and your reputation of your brand is coinciding together. So you can collab with people, which it puts you together. But when you affiliate, it's like, okay, you have to make sure you have it right. And do not affiliate with any and everybody. And that is a more solid relationship, because then you can start really making a lot of currency once you start affiliating your brand with another brand, a reputable brand. You'll notice that it's going to be a lot of exchange of currency, a lot of exchange of visibility, a lot of exchange in different opportunities that's going to present itself when you affiliate yourself with the correct brands, businesses, and individuals, because it actually helps you and it helps them. So the goal is, when you go network, that's like first base. You're getting to know the person. Hey, how you doing? Getting to see, it's like a first date. Then after you talk a little bit and you like, wait a minute, I like what you're saying. Can we let's have some more conversations? And then we're gonna move on to what? The second step. That's collaborations. Excuse me. And then if it goes all well and good, you collaborate, you did things with them for a period of time. And then it goes on to the last final stage, the serious stage, which is affiliation. And that is where businesses and entrepreneurs usually fail because they get too comfortable in the second step, the level of collaboration, that they don't ever get to the affiliation. And the affiliation is where you bring in the currency, where you solidify relationships to the high level, and where you can just spiral and grow like to your maximum capacity when you are affiliated with the right people and the right brands. So, dear entrepreneur, that is what you need to be going towards in 2025 and beyond, is that you want to make sure that, yes, you're going to network, you're going to go to these events, both virtual and in person, you're going to do all the things, but then you're going to find some people within those circles of networking that you decide, hey, I want to collaborate with. But then you also have those people that you realize that you want to have a long-lasting relationship that's not only dealing with visibility, credibility, influence, but also making currency, consistent currency with this group, organization, or person or people, right? And so once you get to that level, that's the level. Most people don't do it. Now, I have been very successful in affiliation and understand it very soon on what that meant. And I'm grateful that I do not have made some mistakes. Now, I'm not going to be acting like I got it all together all the time, 24/7, because I have made mistakes in the level of collaboration, because I made mistakes on taking some collaborations to a level that it shouldn't have been, and vice versa. And so make sure when you finally make the decision on you want to affiliate with brands, that you have to have these conversations to find out if you are aligned properly. You just don't need to affiliate your brand with someone just because they're a multi-million-dollar company. If they are a multi-million-dollar company but do not have the same principles, the standards, the morals, the ethics, or whatever it is that's important to you, the principles, and it will be a very miserable affiliation, collaboration, period. You need to make sure, because you're going to be working with these people for a very long time when you are affiliated with brands. And you want to make sure that it not only is a good fit from a outside perspective with the visibility, with the monetary thing, but most importantly, can you sleep at night working with this group, this person, these people? Because at the end of the day, it's more than just about the money. It's about what kind of impact are you making? What kind of impact are they making? Can you stand behind them 10 toes deep and back them? Will they do the exact same thing for you? Can you stand behind their company? Can you vouch for them? Can they vouch for you? Do not let money be the reason why you say yes, because you can have make some bad decisions if you allow money to direct the reason why you say yes. Okay? And so I had to learn that the hard way. And so, and just because so many people, they need money, and if you're in a state where you constantly need money, you can make very, very bad decisions when you let it lead based by, I would call that desperation spirit. You desperate, And when you're in a desperate spirit, you can make a lot of bad decisions. And desperation does not necessarily mean that you're desperate just to be rich or whatever. It means that you're just maybe just desperate because you're trying to just pay your mortgage, your car payment, and put food on the table. Take care of your kids, take care of your parents, whatever the case may be, whatever responsibility. It can be legitimate responsibilities that is a necessity. But you should never let money be the driving force of why you do something. It is an added benefit, but it should never be the main reason why you do something with an affiliating with some brand, especially when money starts crossing the table. Because you do not want to be locked into a contract or anything that is not serving you from a spiritual, mental, physical, mental, emotionally standpoint. Okay, of course, financially is taken care of, but can you look at yourself in the mirror? And that's very important to me. So it's certain contracts, certain affiliations that I have turned down mega money. I have turned down because it just did not align with my ethics, moral standards, and principles. And at the end of the day, yeah, monetarily it hit what I wanted, but not on my principles, not on my morals, not on my ethics, not by my standards. And due to it did not fit that, I said no. And I rest real good. I sleep real good at night because of it, okay? And so as a business owner, entrepreneur, you're going to have to learn once you cross from the collaboration to affiliation step, who you should do it with, and what are you willing to do and not do in this level up, because you're going to be presented with so many different things and opportunities, some good, some bad. You're going to have to make that decision for yourself. But understanding the 3 levels: networking, collaboration, affiliation. There's a place for everybody within it, but you have to learn how to leverage and position each person or business or entity within it, and don't get so caught up in, I would say, the parade of it all, right? And so that's what I had to learn. And so the next time when you go to an event, think about the networking, think about the collaboration, think about with whom would you like to affiliate your brand with, so you guys can both grow, scale, and be mutually beneficial. It should never be a situation where you are in a collaboration with somebody or affiliate with someone or their brand, and it's not bringing you some value, whether monetary or not, whether service or whatever the case. It need to bring you some sort of value, even if it's accountability. They providing something that they, something to make your life easier. Like I said, it don't have to always be money. It can be things that you need, services that you need that you don't necessarily have to pay for, because you are, swapping services or whatever. So you just have to figure out what that is for you. And I encourage all of you entrepreneurs and business owners to stop working inside your head and start writing this stuff down, because when you write it down and make it plain, that's when things start happening. Too many of us, we work inside our head and wonder why we have not reached the goals that we want to reach, why we can't seem to get from point A to point B on certain things. And the main reason why is because you're still working too much inside your head. You're writing some things down, but you're not writing all the necessary things down in order for you to bring that vision to manifest into fruition. Okay, you need to write it down and make it plain. Okay, it's a reason why that's in the Bible. It's a reason why it's true. Every single thing that I wrote down and made it plain, it came true, and it hundredfold over my biggest expectations. Everything that I did that I was working in my head is still not complete. It's still not done. And some things I just canned it, but write it down, make it plain, map it out on paper, not on no digital phone or no tablet, iPad, writing on that. You need to go old school. Notebook, pen, and paper. That's what you need to do. On that note, you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day. Now, I hope you have a clear understanding of what networking is, what collaboration is, what affiliation is. And if you're not affiliating with the right brands that align where it's a win-win situation, then you need to go ahead and figure that out. But don't jump in too quick. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you make sure that it's the right people, the right organization, the right principles that are important to you before you just don't affiliate your brand with any old body. You guys have a great, amazing rest of your day. Make sure to tune in to the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast, powered by CTR Media Network. You can watch us on, you can download the CTR Media Network app on iOS and Google Play, baby, and watch not only the Tina Ramsey Show, but you can watch other podcast shows on the go. And if you do not have Amazon Fire, Roku TV, Android TV, Apple TV, well, guess what? We got you covered. You can go on over to our website at ctrmedianetwork.com, and you'll be able to watch all of our amazing channels. If I'm not mistaken, we have about 10 or 12 channels that are running right now with various different podcast shows from our network, as well as customized channels of some of your favorite shows where you can go to their channel and binge watch all of their current episodes, and you don't have to wait till it come up later on in the day. You can watch it all day. We are doing all this in order to help you build, scale, and grow, not only in business, but most importantly in life. So check it out. It's free for you to watch. And if you are a content creator and you have a desire that you want to spread your mission, your message, your products, your services, or you just love to talk, okay? Love to communicate, then go on over to CTR Media Network and check out how you can add your content. Yes, add your content to the network. So if you know a podcaster, reach out to them and say, hey, can you get me in? Because I want to add some of my content, become a content creator on CTR Media Network. On that note, have a great day. Talk to you later. I hope this helped you. Bye.